Jeeves, a 5-goal loss here against the Thunderbirds at Netball SA Stadium. What do you think of that match?
Yeah, look, I'm not going to shy away from our start. Obviously, just not good enough, particularly at this level. But we'll own it as a team and not just one person individually. I think collectively as a group, we know what we need to do. We know we need to execute. Having said that, we know Thunderbirds are a quality side, and against a sellout crowd at SA Stadium, it's incredible to play in front of. You really feel that pressure, and it probably got to us a little bit to start with. But I think all credit to the girls that came on, the changes that were made. They stuck to the structures that the coaches gave us. I think we were able to execute for a majority of that game and to keep within 5. We had opportunities throughout each quarter where we actually sort of muscled, and I think that's where the smarts need to come in for us as a learning taking away from this game is when we get to within sort of 5 or 6, they're the goals that we need to kind of score rather than the turnovers, and then that really puts the pressure back on them.
For sure, and we had to make a couple of tweaks to our defensive lineup throughout the game because we were missing Brazzy. How do you think that tested the Thunderbirds' attack?
Yeah, you obviously can't replace someone like Braz and the calibre of player and person that she is. But I think all credit to Maddie. I think she did a fantastic job on that wing defence. Was really settling for us, got some great ball, was a bit of a general there across the line and what we needed. And then to be able to throw on Casey and even swing Jodie across there, I think that just adds something different. And I think at the end of the day, I really felt the Thunderbirds under pressure all the way through the court. And yes, there may be turnovers high up across our goalie transverse line, but I think the pressure that the girls put on in defence, and not just talking about the back end, but everybody really felt that, and I felt that the Thunderbirds were struggling at times. We just needed to make sure we capitalise it out on things like myself, like pulling in the ball with 2 hands and getting my hands to it, but just not ripping it in. I think that goes for all of us and our fundamentals, making sure that we execute.
And like we've said, we improved in the second half. What do you think really changed?
I think just being patient with the ball. We worked Molly and Kelsey tirelessly. They're absolute pocket rockets, but you know what, that's a strength for us. But I thought the difference in being able to control that, so playing with speed and then calming that down, having the backup and the reset there, whether it was that through Jackie or Casey or Jodie or Maddie, just being able to reset that and then work till we're comfortable to feed it in. I think people stood up at different times. The connection was there throughout, and for me that's really pleasing, particularly off the week that we've had. And I think we've just got to build. I mean, it's step by step, and I think Yanis said it this week, that no game that you have out there, whether it's a win or loss, is a failure. It's about taking those steps to success.
And we've got the Firebirds next week. It's our first reverse fixture of the season. How do we tackle them?
Yeah, obviously great that we've come up against them already. We got the win over them at home. They are an improving side, and I think we won't take them lightly. They've obviously been quick to start and then slow off in the back end, but I think proving their recent games, they've definitely finished strong. So I think for us, focusing on ourselves still, it's not changing our game plan. It's making sure that we go out and we execute, really build that pressure. But I think the group have actually travelled really well, so I'm excited to be able to travel away with them. Again, we'll be back in our white dresses, which the girls love, and especially with the tanning too, so hopefully they get that out. But yeah, I think for us it's just about collectively working on those little things that we spoke about, the fundamentals, and making sure that we don't let the scoreboard get away from us right at the start.
Excellent, thanks Jeeves.
Cheers, Soph.